Hi there, Randy McKee here with Soccer Channel 1. I'm here tonight with Renee Kampa, the president of Rushmore Soccer Club, and thanks, Renee, for being on with us tonight.
You're welcome, Randy. Thank you for having me.
So, Renee, one of the questions I always want to ask people who end up in administrative jobs with soccer clubs is, did you ever envision that you were going to be here doing what you're doing?
No, I didn't. You know, when my daughter started about 9-10 years ago with Rushmore Soccer Club, I never would have ever dreamed that I'd be standing in these shoes filling the president's position. But it's an honor, it's a challenge, it's rewarding, it has its drawbacks. But at the same time, I look forward to being a leader in the community, being a leader for the soccer players so that they can achieve their highest goal, which is whatever they dream to do with soccer. Some it's college level, some it's high school, some it's just being competitive. And that's the goal of what we're trying to do for these players, and let them sustain whatever they fulfill is their desire to do in life and in soccer.
Well, great. Now, we have State Cup coming up this weekend, and you probably have most of your teams challenging for state championships, don't you?
We do. We have U13 boys and girls, we have the 14 boys and girls, we have the 15 girls, the 16 boys, 16 girls, and the U18 boys and girls. So it should be a fun, competitive environment. Some of the teams have more challengers than others.
Yeah.
But I look forward to it. It should be a great weekend. I hope it doesn't snow us out or rain us out. It should be fun.
Yeah, and then just around the corner we have Rushmore Cup coming up. How many years now? Do you know how many years we've had Rushmore Cup?
It's very exciting. I do know the answer to that. We are on our 20th year this year, so we have a great logo. It's very showy. It's simple, but yet it's got some class to it. And for the 20th anniversary, that's a great one to showcase. It's got Mount Rushmore, which is our namesake, but we just look forward to having teams come and compete in that environment and have a great weekend.
Now, have you seen, because of the economy around the area, because we get teams from all over here for that, have you seen a decrease in teams from out of state this year because of that?
You know, I think we are. I think everybody's rethinking all of their plans based on how far they want to travel. We had one team from Manitoba, Canada that emailed and asked about the Rushmore Cup. I'm hoping that they decide to come. We have a team from Colorado, and we have some inquiries from the Minnesota area as well. So there are still teams that are willing to travel. The drawback is the hotel situation. We have a huge softball tournament, so
yeah,
it makes it really tough.
Well, no matter how many teams you get here, you know it's going to be competitive. It always is. It's what a great tournament.
It's a fun one.
So then beyond that, then we take a kind of a look at high school, and last year they were going to take the high school up, and then they decided not to at the Activities Association. What are you hearing about that now?
Right now it's on a standstill as far as whether the schools will sanction it completely. The drawback is whether they want to do the girls in the spring season and the boys just in the fall. There's a lot of schools that find that an easy fix for them. There's also the bigger schools that find that as a drawback because of the different activities that the students want to do. So they haven't made a decision. They've tabled it for the time being. Hopefully at some point they will make a decision, but with school districts fighting the financial crunch, I don't know if it's going to happen anytime soon.
Yeah, and the reality is I think the soccer people have done a great job developing high school soccer and the tournament and everything.
The comments that come back to our Rushmore board is the way that we have handled the high school season for the students and a lot of the different activities. Other sports are looking at maybe adopting some of our pay-as-you-go type philosophies because it does work and it's successful.
There's a lot of talk over in the east part of the state about Sioux Falls Soccer Association getting together with Great Plains and then merging Dakota Gold in there too.
And I have heard that Dakota Gold did merge with Sioux Falls Soccer, so their pool base is now much, much larger. There's talk that Great Plains will do that as well. And who knows where that will lead other towns, just because of the pool situation when Sioux Falls Soccer can have thousands of players to draw from for their competitive teams. It makes it a challenge for us out here on the western side to maybe rethink some of the things we're doing and maybe figure out ways to make challenging soccer more competitive via Challenge Club, Rushmore Soccer Club, the rec seasons. We need to maybe think again, talk about it, see what we can do, because if we're going to stay competitive with Sioux Falls, there's some changes that maybe need to happen and start being talked about.
Yeah, you know, and I've never seen a situation where it hurt people when they cooperated with each other. So
Exactly.
I think that, and I know talking with the Sioux Falls people, they're most of them are pretty excited. Not all of them
Well,
are.
change is never easy, but sometimes change brings about a better environment for everybody, and that's what you have to look at. What is the down the road goal? Sometimes today's goal is different than 6 months or a year from now.
Yeah. So in the past, I know the club's always had a bunch of college coaches come in early June and work with the teams. Are you doing that again this year?
We are, and the challenge was whether the schools were going to be out of school sessions or not. So now that we know that the school sessions have finalized their final date, which is June 9th at noon, we are going to have college coaches come again. We've got several coaches on the way. I don't know the names right offhand, but we're going to start Tuesday night. We're going to do Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It should be a great time for the players. It's always fun for the coaches. They enjoy coming back. They request to come back. We look forward to having them here. And I look forward as a leader to be a little more involved this year. My job situation has allowed me to be a little more flexible at night and go to some of the things that the club has to offer. We are having a club picnic on Wednesday night, so we've got some fun things involved for the families as well.
Well, I know I always used to be able to come there and get a brat or two, and I hope you'll give me an invitation this year. I promise not to eat too many.
You back, Randy.
Well, Renee, thank you so much for your time. You've been very gracious tonight, and I look forward to getting you on Soccer Channel 1 again in the future.
I'd be honored to be on.
Take care.
Thank you.